You got a nice little hook for a nose there, apparently.
Well, a little down hook.
I never noticed how long your nose was.
It's really not that long in hindsight.
The rest of your face is pretty flat.
You talk too much, bro.
You're the one giving me a little side profile for like fucking 2 minutes.
Can't help it, brother. There we go, I fixed it.
Well, once you stop moving it, you'll fix it.
There. Alright, so where should I be? You said over here?
You can just get into the game and then figure it out from there.
Alright.
Once we see all the UI and whatnot. But the only information up there would be like the name of your squad and their level.
Gotcha. Alright. Did you have to go over here to the console to invite you?
Nope, I can join now that you're in proper. And I believe I'll be the black man.
I think that's probably the best space to put me.
Okay. I've been kidnapped. Find me on the elevator.
What is our assignment?
The Cadians have lost control of the orbital gunners.
It's funny because video games has been something I've always been very passionate about, but it's one of those things where I just don't know how people can make a living off of it.
Lots of people.
Lots of people.
Brothers Lirio, Alterius, and Elliot make up the rest of our squad.
Have any of you faced Tyranids before?
Only these past 2 days.
Then there is much to learn.
I look forward to it. The effects of the virus bombs.
Sergeant?
Brothers, we are joined by Lieutenant Titus.
Welcome, brother. We are yours to command.
We leave immediately.
Yes, Lieutenant.
Alright.
Just time to smash some bugs.
I have noticed that I do have a pretty flat face, though.
Now you're thinking about it.
Yeah, man, I've been thinking about it for a bit since you said it.
Sir, you served in the Death Watch.
Yes.
That must have been a great honor. It's a privilege to serve with you. Approaching drop zone.
Let's go.
You see those service stats? Our lieutenant is over 200 years old. He couldn't have been born in Primaris.
You're right.
And now he has your command.
I never understood what he was trying to say about that. I don't know if that was him being condescending or if he was actually like being genuine with what he said. He's like, yeah, you're right. Now he has your command.
Well, there's always been some friction between Primaris and Firstborn.
My lord! Major Sarkana, 8th Cadian Regiment.
Major, give me an update.
The wretched beasts have taken the orbital guns. They pushed us back to this encampment and are staging a heavy assault.
Illyrio, take Alterius and Elion and remain here to secure the encampment.
Yes, brother.
Major, we must reach the defense guns.
Yes, my lord. Follow me. The situation here has deteriorated. Those foul gargoyles pollute the skies.
Tyranids have the orbitals.
They do. These unrelenting attacks make a counteroffensive difficult.
We shall take care of that.
Why does she have such a funny strut, bro?
We've got more incoming from the east.
Because he's got wide birthing heads.
You, go with me.
Oh yeah, extra wide.
I hope you're keeping score, brother.
My lord, intelligence reports multiple swarms closing in.
Direct us to them.
Sending coordinates to your Auspex display.
Found an auto bolt rifle.
There you go. Much more fast shooting than this shit.
My lord, we are preparing an airstrike. Can you hold the enemy in place until it hits?
Consider it done. Leave not one of them standing. Resupplying.
Alright, there we go, there we go.
Incoming!
Direct hit, Major.
The 8th never miss!
Keep working.
Oh yeah, they never miss.
Everyone at this base owes you their life, my lords.
The Emperor protects. We must proceed through the jungle to reach the orbital defense guns. Brother Lirio, assist the Cadians while they establish new defensive lines, then report back.
Yes, Lieutenant. They will not take over.
Ooh.
Tactics.
The orbital guns are on the other side of the swamp.
Be alert. The Tyranids will be
This
lying
must be
in
where the
wait.
swarm originated. These abhorrent husks are everywhere. Living organic machines.
Indeed. Their ships, these pods, all of it.
Their very existence is heresy. We shall thin their numbers today, brother.
Ravina, watch the ground.
Tried to reach the downed storm talon. Bog stunk beyond words. Several of us drowned in its stagnant pools. Scope of the Tyranid infestation still unknown. Last readings suggested Kadaku was near the threshold for exterminatus. If that be the case, I would not weep for this world. It has already claimed too much.
Too slow. Restocking.
Yeah, really?
All right.
I
Open the
expect
door.
better with the Cadians. Losing the orbital guns was costly.
They paid for it dearly. But the enemy numbers are not insignificant.
The Cadian 8th will have to do better.
You're familiar with this foe, brother.
Heavy bolt pistol.
How do the Tyranids compare to other Xenos?
They are an unrelenting
Less
foe,
rounds, heavier rounds.
but they are cunning. The
All right.
controlling influence of their hive mind makes them act as one. Tread carefully. The spores detonate when threats draw near.
Let us take advantage and destroy them.
Are the spores part of the Tyranid horde as well, or are they just like
Yeah.
part of the life?
They're a Tyranid organism.
Your combat doctrines are unorthodox, Lieutenant. Which company did you serve with before this one?
Serve the Emperor elsewhere.
The Death Watch.
Yes.
I hope I too will share that honor one day.
So what's the story behind the Death Watch, if you can elaborate a little bit?
They basically go where the Imperium needs them to go to do things. Primarily hunting Xenos.
But is the Death Watch like because they're
It's
seen
drawn
as
from
such?
all the chapters.
So every chapter contributes to the Death Watch.
Yes. And it's filled with a mixture because of that. So you don't have the same doctrines throughout the different groups.
Interesting.
There's normally like Ultramarines like tactics and whatnot, and Salamanders like melta weapons and fire weapons and whatnot. A Deathwatch chapter might have a Salamander that uses melta weapons, a Space Wolf that likes his savagery and melee, and then a Sniper all in the same squad.
Then my question kind of stems from, so would the Death Watch be considered like, I guess from Game of Thrones, it's kind of like the Black Watch or whatever they call it, like the people who sit at the wall?
No, because those ones have kind of the same thing. They're kind of like special ops. They do jobs that they need to do.
Gotcha.
Most direct route is through the swamp.
All in the honor of the Emperor, or just like whatever needs to happen?
The Emperor, humanity.
Straddling the riverbed. We will cut through there.
But that will add considerable
It's an odd
time. Surely
locale.
We will not
Gotcha.
change strategy for expediency.
as you command.
Lieutenant, Captain Akaran has given us new orders. You must proceed alone.
Understood. Thank you, Lirio.
See you on the Resilient.
I can try the Stalker.
Just don't see why anyone would use a combat knife.
Guess it's got really good parry capabilities. But in terms of lore, yeah, Switch is better. Unless it malfunctions, and then maybe the other one's better.
Yeah, that's valid.
There they are. The orbital guns.
There we go.
I see weapons.
If I grab a weapon off the,
They will not get
it would just
Put
be
your
full
weapon in its
ammo.
place, and you can switch,
Yeah.
depending on if it's the same.
Loading fresh magazine.
Gotcha.
Angels! We're saved!
I love that we're seen as angels to them.
Special tactic at the ready.
Angels of Death.
Ammunition across the slices.
You will desert your post, Guardsman.
No, Lord. Never.
We've locked them in. We could do no more.
Open the gate.
Yes, my lord. Open the gates! But sir, you said open the bloody gates! Another wave. We can't hold them.
Why close the gates? Be on the outside. Doesn't make sense.
So that they don't push inward. They're here as a suicide attachment.
Oh.
Just keep coming!
Grabbing equipment.
The Lord stolen.
Do we ever fight the flying monsters too, or the flying ones are just there for beauty and looks?
You mean the gargoyle? Yeah, we fight them. Not like properly, but we shoot them.
I'm running out of ammo here.
And get ammo from the ammo areas.
I'm just going into fight mode. Oh yeah, boy. There's a lot. They're not stopping. Oh god, am I really gonna die? One piece of armor.
Do the end.
There we go.
Retreat to the door.
Everybody inside, now!
Still eliminate the remainder of the swarm!
There will always be more. We must focus on taking down the hive ship. Guardsmen, get these
I do think it's kind of interesting that as, like, for Primaris, a lot of them are, like, babies. Like what you were talking about yesterday.
They don't have combat experience. Like they said, they've only fought Tyranids for the last 2 days.
Yeah,
So
I think it's interesting
never fought
that...
Tyranids before only has Titus to listen to.
I just like how Titus's stance is always like, look, we're here to do the objective, you know what I mean? But like, they're so unbattle ready that like their belief is, oh, let's just sit there and keep attacking until we die. Such a weird way of thinking where Titus is like, they're just gonna keep coming. So it's like, we gotta get moving and do our ultimate objective.
He's had over 200 years of combat experience. He knows what's important.
Yeah.
Well, these people may only have like 10, and even then it's like sparse encounters.
Damn.
Because he was in the fucking Death Watch. There's not a lot of downtime there. There's a lot of things to do, and a lot of and too few Death Watch.
That's true. That is true.
Major Sakana,
Go ahead!
we met with one of your squads.
Thank you, my lord. I shall give them new orders.
It looks like this was a massacre.
Looks like a slaughter. No excuse for cowardice.
Jesus Christ. These guys literally fought till they died.
That's typically what happens when you fight till you die.
Yeah.
Hello, something.
Hello! Assault rifle grenade launcher. I don't remember how to switch this. That's a. Brittany's off work then?
Yeah, Brittany's been walking around. I just told her that I wanted to get back into streaming, so she was like, alright, do your streaming.
I'm putting the laundry away anyways. And then I had to make food for tomorrow.
But you could be purging Tyranid.
She doesn't actually have internet to her computer because her sister is still slouching on that responsibility.
I repeat,
Oh, do you not discuss things with her and get a plan of action?
We have, and then she's like, I really,
Honestly, I'm like open to just getting the Wi-Fi thing. Like I'm okay with that.
I need Ethernet. I need it.
I don't think you need it. I think they're just being like.
Baby,
picky.
I need it. I absolutely freaking need it. It's.
I don't think you need it. I don't think you do. But okay.
We can agree to disagree on this one. But that's one thing I don't skip out on. I don't skip out on good internet. Wi-Fi is just not gonna cut it in today's day and age.
I mean, you've been playing on Wi-Fi since you lived here.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
but
fucking Toasty's only been on Wi-Fi and he wants to stream.
who's
Ken's
Toasty?
brother. Went to him 64, Zypher 64. His brother.
Oh, work.
Then don't!
Have to.
Grayson didn't for months.
I didn't for months, but not by choice. It wasn't like I chose to be jobless.
I never said you did.
That's what you think.
Oh, is that what I think?
Okay, plot twist, secret.
Now the truth comes out. Brittany was thinking this all along.
So there's a few things about this. Are we just fighting till we kill them all? Like, I'm so lost.
I'm just in murder, okay?
Is there a
Horse pet that I
area we're
bought?
supposed to go?
I'm role-playing as a primaris, baby. You're the Titus here.
That corset that I bought, one, I don't think fit, even though I bought it in like a size, like, that's not really my size, but... And
I think-
they sent me a fucking corset with a broken zipper. Like, the zipper wasn't even attached to it, it was just like completely off, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, at
They
first I
need
thought they
Grayson
sent
to
an
quality control it.
Yeah, at first I thought they sent like an extra zipper just in case. Cause you know how like some clothing has like extra buttons? So I thought they
do.
sent an extra zipper and I was like, oh, okay. And then like, I'm going to fucking zip it. And I'm like, well, where's the fucking zipper? And that shit was broken. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, okay, it doesn't fit. I don't think. And their fucking zipper's broken. So I'm like, I gotta return that. I also couldn't put the checks in the bank. For whatever reason.
Because of my name. That's what my mom said.
No, because the one for Toyota wasn't taking either. And then after I finished my transaction at the
Well, now we can interact
at
with
the
that thing up there.
ATM, it was like this terminal is unfortunately unavailable. So I was like, I feel like something was wrong with the ATM.
Okay, so did you plan on going to a different DCU, or you were just like, nah, I'm going home?
Well, I didn't really want to have to get off at Walmart, and then because that's the only other one I know of that's around here. And I was
Yeah.
like, I kind of just want to go home. I was like, I feel like that's out of my way.
Receiving.
Oh, I get you.
We have made contact with Captain.
So I was like, oh, I mean, but then it said, because it said it was
Lost.
unavailable, I was like,
We are
maybe there's something
approaching
wrong
his
with it.
position
I'll
now.
try again, like, on Friday.
Can you patch me through?
Working on it.
And then if that don't work,
Hello,
I can just go in
Tyranid
personally
buddies.
when I have the day.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Open the door.
At first, I was like, oh, is it because of the check that he gave us? And then I tried the Toyota check, and that didn't work either. And I was like, what the fuck?
Established. Go ahead, Major.
Captain Aiden. I thought you a dead man.
Not today,
I was like, what the
sir.
fuck?
You're tougher than Grok's hide.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Aiden, we need to
Are you
take
telling
back
me
those
that you have a
orbital
firing
guns.
line in this direction, but you have a Lehman Russ behind you facing the opposite direction?
Yes, sir. Let's give him a taste of Cadian wrath.
So why is it that in Warhammer they use like the old school World War like '1 tank as their tank?
That is a Lehman Russ. That is not a World War I tank.
But you know what which one I'm comparing that to, right? Because it does look like from World War I. It looks like one of the boxes. They just call it the box.
The boxy because Lehman Russ is a big man.
Cursed gate is in our way.
Then let us remove it.
Controls must be nearby.
Make use of them.
Way is clear.
Proceed.
Restocking.
I don't want to work, but I have all of next week off. I am on vacation.
Are you on vacation or you're going to be on vacation?
I'm gonna be next week.
What did you want to do next week? Did you want to check out the Wii Village thing?
How much is that?
I don't know. It might be free.
I guess.
My boss sent it to me because I told him that we're going to the King Richard's Fair. So he was like, jokingly he was like, I mean, he's like, oh, your fantasy make believe.
Medical.
But
The Emperor protects.
He said, you weirdo.
yeah, essentially he low key was like, he calls it weird. He's like, you guys get out of the.
Move to link up with
He says you gotta get outside or get out.
Your command, Lieutenant.
I mean, it is outside, literally.
I know. I don't know. I sent him the King Richard's Fair thing. I was like, you should consider going. I don't think he will, but something. He took the day off with his wife to go somewhere, and then he sent me that picture for the Wii Village thing.
The wee village.
I just find it insane how in like such little time the Terminids can literally just completely dominate an entire planet.
The termitids.
Termitids?
Termitids. He did it. Baby oil. That's how P. Diddy had like 1,000 bottles of baby oil in his house.
Lieutenant, navigating through this facility will take time. A little redecorating will speed things up, my lord.
I'm gonna take that as a no.
Oh, you want to cut that? Cut that, that chat? That right there, fuck. I'll do that.
Yeah, yeah.
I got it.
You want me to just ban them?
Oh, yeah, ban it. It's a bot. Those are bot accounts. Thank you.
You motherfuckers heard me?
I'm sorry, baby.
I'm doing
Just
it.
had,
It's work for him.
You
random person.
motherfuckers heard me? I said Diddy had a 1,000 bottles of baby oil in his house.
I saw this TikTok meme about the Diddy situation, and they were saying that people who went to Diddy's house would fall on the floor because Diddy would put like lube on the ground, so it was impossible
Well, I
to
guess
walk.
he had 1,000 bottles of baby oil and like lube.
That's
As you do.
crazy.
That's what the memes are going around about, but it's like, I guess it's like an actual thing. I'm like, what is this? Like, it takes mad long to use one bottle of baby oil. Like, what the fuck is going on?
He just really likes it slippery, okay?
He was just putting the baby oil on the floor.
Yeah, right? I don't think so. Like, he would have, like, orgy parties. Like, I forgot what they were calling them. But they would have, like,
Shit
orgy
like
parties
this
that
is
lasted, like,
great
days.
podcast information. I'm telling you, baby.
I guess that shit was lasting
Major,
days.
we have retaken the facility.
All we need, I
And then
swear
they
to
said
you.
like women were being mistreated to the point, or like I don't know, like they were being like pushed past the point that they would need like IVs to become hydrated again because they would become so dehydrated or something, some shit like that.
It's crazy.
I was like, what the fuck?
I don't know nothing about that, but what I do know is that I still definitely want to do a podcast.
Without a fight.
It's
The hive mind. The Tyranid's powerful collective intelligence. Not to be underestimated.
Major, the guns are in a zero state of charge. It will take time to wake the machine spirit.
hurry!
He
The
wants to do
Tyranids
a
will throw everything they
podcast.
have at this facility.
This is Major Sarkana.
I like the fact that her eyes are
Return to
purple.
the orbital guns immediately.
Copy that, sir.
Let's show these bastards what the eighth are made of.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she's not a very pretty
Yeah,
woman. She's a
Your eyes are not
Warhammer.
sufficient for him.
Yeah. It's just rare to see purple eyes. You know, I actually have met someone with purple eyes.
Are they albino?
No, they're Spanish. They were born with purple eyes, and not only were their eyes born and purple, but they were also cat eyes as well. So they had their pupil was in a cat formation rather than a normal formation.
So you sure that they weren't wearing contacts?
No, that's legit their eye. 100%. They were born with it. It was one of my friend's moms. Why
You
would
heard
I
it here
lie?
first.
Why would I lie?
Because he wants his mother.
All the wall is breached. Concentrate your fire. No hesitation.
Oh, I wish I could just snap my fingers and then laundry is done.
Get them off that wall.
The orbital guns are functional, but the targeting system is jammed. It needs to be reset manually.
Understood. Brothers, let us make haste.
We're leaving these people to defend this? They're gonna die.
Better to die for the Emperor than to live for yourself.
There's tons of honor in that statement.
Ammunition secure.
For democracy.
No, for the Imperium.
It kind of makes me wonder if they ever just did like a normal RP Warhammer world where you weren't like technically in a like let's say you were on a normal planet.
Assist where possible.
What do you consider a normal planet? There's a few different kinds of normal planets.
Well, I mean, I've heard about the human planets where like they're overstocked and stuff like that. I don't know. And then like when we were doing the RP,
Like a pleasure world?
not a pleasure world, because I know you're being very selective about how you say that. I'm
Well, that's
assuming
usually
pleasure
the one that has the
world.
higher quality of life than other worlds.
Is that like in regards to Slanesh or no?
No, that's a normal Imperium world.
Well, I'm talking about like a hive planet or something, where it's just people though.
Hive world?
Hive world.
That
yeah.
is filled with 99% people in overcrowded areas, disease, and death.
My lord, this elevator will take you up to the controls.
We'll keep the Xenos off your back.
Emperor protect you.
What
There's
about,
a lot of gang stuff in the deep underbellies of hive worlds.
Okay.
He said, moving on.
Yep. I mean, it's hard to. I know you don't want to be on a rogue trader ship, even though they have like over 20,000 to 25,000 people on the ship at any given moment.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
like
so are
the
you
smallest
streaming
scale
right
hive
now?
world.
I am.
Yep.
Is anybody watching you?
Major.
Right now, it's just me and Tony.
I'm somebody too.
Keep them off me while I get this done.
Keep them off me, brother!
No, keep them off me.
Can I get a hiya? Oh, Nuzrak gave me some samosas. Might pop one or two in the air fryer. You want one or two?
Samosas?
Yeah, she gave me like 8 of them. She's like, you live with your sister now, so I give you some more. I was like, okay.
I do like.
She had a good kind too. It was a nice fat one with the peas and the potatoes.
Damn. Down, brother!
Oh.
Oh, 2 more days. Then I'm at work on Friday for 12 hours. Stupid.
Well, it's the second time you go down, it's called a mortal wound.
And the higher stages, one down's enough to go into mortal wound. If you go down again, you die for real. If you use enough meds to bring yourself up to full health, you'll recover from the mortal wounded state.
My lord, the gargoyles are heading for the antenna.
Destroy the targeting system.
See that they fail.
Get on the fucking thing! Get me out of here!
Easy.
So what does it mean to have Ultra on the shoulder pad?
It's just a sign that you're from that chapter. It's just the insignia. It is the gargoyle mechanics.
Are we fighting these things?
Yep, this is the fighting they do.
Protect the antenna.
More gargoyles heading for the antenna.
Target destroyed.
The enemy are
Yeah, I got surrounded by spore mines.
eliminated.
Oh!
Reloading. Recovering.
The enemy have damaged the antenna.
This will serve you well. My armor is breached. Open the gates. Special tactics ready. Firmly. Changing magazine.
I'm getting double teamed over here.
I'm trying.
Reload.
Okay, now we can get some damage in now that you distracted one.
Changing magazine. Found ammunition.
The guns are ready. Use the terminal to begin targeting.
Terminal. Targeting. Destroy the hive ship.
Target locked.
Jesus Christ, dude! Another fucking
Fire ships burning.
spooky person. Is this all that
just
Twitch has
one.
become now?
What?
Tons of dookie people.
Maybe?
Yeah. It's wild. That used to never happen, and now it's already happened twice. Alrighty.
Maybe it's because you don't have as many viewers as you used to, and then going after low-tier peoples.
Suppose.
Lieutenant, Captain Akaran has new orders for you.
Very well. Where is Elian?
The enemy tried to smother us. We got separated. By the time we had slain the attackers, Elian was dead. A hole clean through his helmet.
I should have been with you.
I only wish he had lived to see that hive ship burn.
I fought beside Elian for 2 decades. He could not have been defeated by Hormigans.
Oh, you hear that?
He's got
For
these
2
blades.
decades. That means for 20 years he's been
Not let
fighting.
our squad be divided.
Yeah.
He is gone, Sergeant.
I wonder if that's all his experience.
I do not forget my brothers so quickly.
That's valid, that's valid. So this is a Dreadnought, right?
Yeah, it's one of the newer variants of Dreadnought that I do not respect, but yes.
So what about this do you not respect, if you had to elaborate?
It's just a newer variant instead of the older variants that are much more sexy.
Gotcha.
In other words, opinion.
And then the name of this Dreadnought's called the Voltus? Or Valtus?
I mean, I don't know any models of the Dreadnoughts. I never really cared for Space Marine lore too much.
Well, they have it right there on the front of the vehicle.
I mean, maybe. It could be the name of the person in turret, I don't know.
Yeah.
Space Marines.
Hey, these are the guys from the multiplayer.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
So there's the Relic Contemptor, Leviathan, Dorado, Mortis, Ironclad, Redemptor, Brutalis, and BallisteX Dreadnought.
Arrived with Lord Kalga.
Wow.
Did you fight with him on Vigilus? I've read through those battle reports more than 100 times. A masterful defense.
My duty kept me busy elsewhere. You have an unusual service.
It kind of looks like a Redemptor
That is my
Dreadnought.
good fortune. I want a scout recon of that position. Captain, get over here.
Probably exactly a Redemptor Dreadnought.
Captain, I have the Mechanicus on Vox.
They can wait. This is Nozick Beta 12, Mechanicus Archmagos. He should have been aboard this ship an hour ago, but he refuses to leave Kadaku without some data from his lab. He's currently in this Imperial Guard base. His facility is here. The enemy is closing in. That base will be overrun imminently. Nozick is a high-value asset. Get that data and get him out. The mining facility. If we rupture the staging tanks, direct the flow into the valley, we can ignite the fields around the base. Boil them in promethium. I'll give you command of a small team to hit the staging tanks. 3 men. That's all I can spare. Brief them immediately. Let's go.
So let me guess, is this the one that we were doing yesterday with Seneric?
Mechanicus data.
Yep.
We are Astartes.
Do you know how that turns out?
Ready to depart.
Yep.
Standing by.
Well, well. Lieutenant Titus.
We are told you have need of us, brother.
My squad must recover data from a Mechanicus research facility in Sector 41A. A large enemy swarm threatens to overrun both that facility and an Imperial Guard base to its east. You will sabotage a Promethium refinery to delay their advance.
We will not fail you, Lieutenant.
Let us burn the Xenos filth.
Time is short. I will brief you on descent.
Brother, Magos Gallio wishes to see you in the armory.
Noted.
You know, this kind of brings me right back to the, remember how, like, there was an age of just masculine games for men? Like, I get that vibe.
Well, back then they didn't have DEI.
I have no complaints.
And now we have 3 different Marines that were raised and bred to be Space Marines by the same chapter with all different accents.
I will see that you are suitably equipped for your mission.
That is valid.
Indicate your desired war gear, and the armoring station will handle the outfitting procedure. Though much has changed since we last met, all this will remain familiar to you. The Omnisire blessed us with clear-sightedness from the beginning. We offer blessings to this machine, that it may serve you just as it serves him.
Okay.
The war gear selection seems incomplete.
This armory is comprehensive, but available options are those recommended for the current mission.
Very well. My thanks, Magos.
Gallio will suffice. We know each other well enough for that.
Okay, so he has history with this guy. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play another one, Sasuke. It's 2 o'clock.
Okay, we can stop here if you want.
Sounds good. Alrighty, I still got some time though before I go to bed. I'm just gonna grab a few waters and then we can just chill. This is a good, like, testing bench to get back into streaming. But ultimately, I don't know if I want to get back into streaming for video games or if I want to get back into streaming for podcasting and just talking about stuff. I feel like that's
do a
more
mixture
interesting.
of things.
You're right. You're right. I might
you
have
can
to do
both,
like
you can have a podcast while you're playing the video game.
that is valid. Very valid. What I'm thinking about doing is I might schedule certain things. So, for example, I might do something where maybe on Saturdays or Sundays I do the podcast, and then every other day I'll just play a game casually here and there. I think something like that would be pretty chill. And I would probably only stream like 3 days a week. Because streaming is just one of those things where it's more of a pastime, but the content I can get through streaming I can bring over to YouTube. So it just helps my YouTube channel, which is nice. Alright, let me end the stream. Thank you guys for watching. Alright, let me